Hello everyone. In this session, we will be talking about the measures in Tab. In the context of our data analysis and data visualization, measures, which is also known as metric, is a quantitative or numerical values which are used to represent specific data, attributes, or characteristics. Measures are a fundamental concept in data modeling and analysis and are often constrained with dimensions. Here are some of the key characteristics and points to understand more about the measures. The first one is the quantitative data. Measures are associated with the quantitative data, which means they represent the values that can be measured, counted, or expressed in a numeric form. Examples of the measure include sales revenue, profit margin, quantity sold, temperature, and customer age. The second one is the used for calculation. Measures are typically used in the mathematical calculations and aggregations. They can be summed, averaged, subtracted, divided, or subjected to other mathematical operations to derive the insight and performance analysis. The third one is the continuous values. Measures are continuous and can have a wide range of values, unlike dimensions. Measures can have a natural order. Mathematical operations can be performed on the top of them. The next one is they can be aggregated. In data analysis and visualizations, measures are often aggregated to higher level of granularity. For example, daily sales can be aggregated to monthly or totals in yearly format. The next one is the numeric axis. In data visualization, measures are commonly used on the numeric axis, such as the y-axis, to represent and display the quantitative data or value of points. For instance, a line chart may have a time dimension on the x-axis and the sales revenue on the y-axis. The next one is the key performance indicator or KPI. Measures are often used to define KPIs, which are specific metrics used to evaluate the performance of success of a business or a particular aspect of. Common KPIs include the revenue growth, the profit margins, and the customer retention rate. The next is the statistical analysis. Measures are essentially for the statistical analysis. They are used to calculate the descriptive statistics such as the mean, the median, and the standard deviation. And they are also used to perform the hypothesis testing and regression analysis. And the measures can also be combined with dimensions. Measures are frequently combined with dimensions to create some meaningful visualization and analysis. For example, in a bar chart, sales revenue can be displayed for different product categories. Here, the sales revenue is a measure and the product categories is a dimension. Now, let's go to the Tableau screen and see what are the different kind of measures which are present in our data set. So here, we are working again with a global superstore data set, and we have already seen what are the various dimensions that are present in our data set. Now, you can see there is this thin line. Below these thin lines, whatever columns are present, they are present in the form of measures. So the first one is the discount. Here, the discount describes what is the demand. Here, the discount describes what is the discount that each user is getting. So whenever a person is placing some orders, so they are getting some discount, and the discount can be found out from over here. And this is a numerical value. That's why we can see the hash just ahead of it. So you can see whatever numeric values are present, there is this hash symbol on the prefix. So you can see these are the numeric values and they can be easily categorized. Then we have the profit. So whatever profit is each order making, it is listed over here. Then we have the quantity option. So whatever quantity of product is sold is inside this particular measure. Then the next one is the sales. So whenever we are talking about the Google Superstore dataset or any e-commerce platform dataset, they are making some sales on the top of every order. So what are these sales? This is shown in the sales measure. Then we have the shipping cost. So whatever shipping cost is incurred for each order, it is listed inside this particular measure. Then the next one is the latitude and longitude. Now, these latitude and longitude are the geographic data types and they are shown inside of these measures. Why is it so? Because you can see that some of the geographic data site, you can also see that some of the geographic data type is also inside of the dimensions. Now, how is this different from this, which is inside the measures? So whenever we are talking about the dimension side of geographical values, these are the values that are present in our data set. These were the text-based dimensions. And whenever these dimensions are given, the Tableau server tries to calculate the different longitudes and latitudes which are associated with this kind of values, and then they try to generate the latitude and longitude based on these values. So whenever your data set might be having the state, the city, or the country kind of data, these latitudes and longitudes would be automatically generated. And based on this, you can try to create a map kind of visualization. We will be looking at what is a map kind of visualization in the upcoming sessions and how to create it with the help of these latitudes and longitudes. Then we have the order counts. So whatever orders are being placed, so the count is listed inside these order counts. So these were some of the measures that were present in our data set. And at last, you can see there is this measure values. So if I double click on these measure values, you can see that what are the different kind of measures that are present in the data set and what is the value for each of them. So you can see there is nearly 13 million records that are present for sales. So it is aggregating the whole of sales and it is doing the sum, and it can show you that the total sales is nearly equal to 13 million. So if we talk about the exact figures, it is 12642,502. So here easily you can find out what are the different type of measures that are present in your data set. And if you want to see the sum of each of them, you can double click on it and it can easily show you with the help of bar chart also. So I hope the measures were clear to you. We'll be meeting in the next session where we'll be talking about some filters, marks card, and other elements that are present on the tab list. Thank you.